What's up guys, edrone here, and today we're going to be battling these two batteries out. The R-Line Tattu 95C 1300 milliamp versus the Infinity 1300 milliamp 90C Graphene. Stay tuned. We're going to do a head-to-head comparison. I'm going to do two different flights. Both of them are charged up, and both of them have about the same amount of cycles. You can see they're the same milliamp. The Infinity is 90C, and the R-Line Tattu is 95C, so it's got 5 more C, which isn't really that much. But the Infinity is actually a graphene battery, whereas the Tattu R-Line is not. So it will be interesting to see what kind of different results we get from flying these two batteries. We're going to do some basic little tests. We're going to do some punch-out tests. We're going to see battery life, how long they actually both fly, and when do we actually get our low voltage warnings. Now, this isn't any kind of scientific test, guys. I'm just basically going off a feeling, and we're going to just try to see which one, do they feel any different? Do they feel any better? Does one, is one able to take a little bit more punch before the voltage starts sagging? I just kind of want to fly these two batteries and kind of put them head to head and see exactly how much different they are from one another, or how similar they are to one another. First up, I don't know if you can see it, we are going to test out the Infinity Graphene battery. And then once we do a little flight of this one, we will compare it to the Tattu R-Line. Getting ready to take off with the Infinity Graphene. We're going to test this battery out, see how it feels. Go ahead and get my DVR set up because I want you to be able to see all the amps and the volts and the flight time and everything. Let me get this set up real quick. Alright, DVR is recording. Alright, good. Now this is the first flight with the Infinity Graphene. I'm going to try to keep these flights as similar as I can. We are in acro mode. Motors are armed, and let's lift off. Let's fly out here, and you see now we're at 16 volts. Let's give her a full throttle punch. Alright, now she's down to 15.6 after that full throttle punch. 15.8, 15.9, so a little bit of sag. Not too bad. FPV still looks good. Let's go ahead and try to do some high-speed passes here. See how it feels. Still looking good. Alright, still holding at 15.3. The Graphene is supposed to be able to take a little bit more punch while still maintaining a decent voltage. And we've been hammering it. You can see there on the amps. Let's come back down. It's like hardly any wind at all today. A perfect day to fly. It really is. Let's give her a little punch test here. Full throttle there. Still looking pretty good. Yeah, it seems to be taking the punch out. I haven't gotten one beep yet from the low. Not one low voltage beep yet. Let's go over here to the trees here, do a little tree dive. Yeah. Alright, got our first beep there. Starting to get some low voltage beeping now, some sagging. See, our fly time is 2 minutes 40 seconds. And we've been on time for about almost 4 minutes. Still not getting a beeping though. Let's give it some throttle. Get some beeping now. Oh, look at that bird. Wow, check that out. That was awesome. We got so close to that bird. But she's been taking it pretty well, actually. Let's take a little fly around here. Still holding at 14.3. A lot of birds out today. So far, so good. We're still looking 14.2 volts. Let's give her another full throttle punch. Now we're starting to get a little bit of beeping now. 14.2. Man, birds are really curious. See if we can get a little closer. Nice turn there. Alright, we're getting some beeping now, some voltage sagging after that. Get a little bit of FPV breakup. So you see the more throttle you punch, the more it's going to beep. Alright, we're at a constant 13.9, 13.8. I'd say it's go ahead time to land this. So not bad. Definitely was able to hit a couple full throttle punches. Not too bad at all. Next up is the Tattu R-Line. We're going to go ahead and battle it out and try some full throttle punches. Fly it around a little bit. Do a little bit of acro flying and see, you know, is it similar? Is it the same? Is it better? Is it worse than the Infinity? The Infinity Graphene did very well with the full throttle punch outs and not having a ton of voltage sag. So let's go ahead and test out this Tattu R-Line. We are in acro mode.
Motors armed.
Motors are armed. Let's go over here to the middle of the field. Give it a full throttle punch. Took it pretty well. Let's go for a little fly around. See how it handles. I'm hoping some of the jello in my footage has been eliminated. I decided to kind of soft mount the camera. Maybe that will help some of the vibrations we were getting from the frame. Alright, let's give it some full speed runs here. So far, so good. Still looking good so far. Getting a little bit of wind. Take a little fly around here. So far so good, still handling it very well. Let's go ahead and do a tree dive here. So far so good. Still looks good. 15 volts. Done a couple full throttle punch outs. A little bit of break up here on the FPV. Still looking good though. Our line's performing very well. Not heard any beeping yet from low voltage. Super smooth, this firmware. Alright, getting our first beep now. We've been flying for 3 minutes and 8 seconds, and we've been on for about 4 minutes. Let's go ahead and give it another full throttle punch. Alright, getting some constant steady beeping now as we hammer the throttle. And this thing is flying smooth. I think it's flying so smooth. Let's do another full throttle run here. Getting some beeping now. Voltage sag. Not bad though. I really don't think it's underperforming the Graphene. Woo! Watch that tree. Still performing very well. Very well indeed. We're almost at 4.5 minutes and I still got 14.3 volts. And still not getting a constant beeping from the Tattu R line. This thing is killing it. I see an improvement already over the Graphene. Woo! Alright, we're getting a constant beep now. We're at 5 minutes fly time. Wow, I gotta say, man, I think the R line did better than the Graphene. I was just hitting it and punching it, and it wasn't sagging. It still wasn't beeping constantly. So, wow, you can see now we flew for a total of 5 minutes 30 seconds. Wow. Very impressed with the Tattu R line. So in conclusion, they're both great batteries. They both performed very well, but I think the R line has a little bit of an edge over the Graphene. If you're going to get these batteries, they're both great batteries, but the R line, it felt like the R line outperformed the Infinity by just a little, not a lot. but just a little. I was able to hammer the full throttle punches on the R-line, and it just kept taking it and kept taking it, and the voltage would just bounce right back. Whereas the Graphene, I feel like it didn't quite bounce back as much as the R-line did. But they're both great batteries, and they both flew, phenomenal. So either one's a good choice. But in this head-to-head battle, for my opinion, the R-line beats the Infinity Graphene. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below how you like this battery test. I know it's not any kind of a scientific test. It's more of a feel test. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Edrone out.